what I'm here for. Let me pull up I have a little keyboard on my phone so that I know we're in the right key. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Keep on moving proudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Keep on singing loudly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Keep on loving boldly. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. There you go.
Oh, don't sit down yet. Oh, let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one. Let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one. Oh, let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one.
Come on, y'all.
Oh, let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one. Oh, let us gather at this river. Boom, 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 gather one by one. Oh, let us gather at this river. Let us gather one by one.
Good morning. Welcome to the beloved community at River of Grass Unitarian Universalist congregation. We're delighted to have you here on this beautiful Florida morning. YouTube is streaming, so let's have our chalice lighter begin our service by ringing the chimes. Thank you, Allie. If you wish to follow along with the service, you can scan the QR code on the screen or go to riverofgrassuu.org and click on the order of service on the homepage. We will start our service today with the prelude. The music is Talking About a Revolution by Tracy Chapman.
Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. While they're standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Poor people gonna rise up and get their share. Poor people gonna rise up and take what's theirs. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. Oh, I said you better run, 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 run. 'Cause finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Yes, finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Oh, no. Talking about a revolution. Oh, while they're standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. And finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Yes, finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Oh, no. Talking about a revolution. Oh, no. Talking about a revolution, oh no.
This beloved community, River of Grass Unitarian Universalist congregation, is happy that you're here this morning, both in person and love streamed on YouTube Live. We celebrate all these ways we gather our beloved community in body and in spirit as we go and grow and flow the river way. I'm Andy Bunce, and my pronouns are he, him. I serve this congregation as secretary of our board, part of the men's group, part of the social justice group, and any other way that I can try to be of service. Our worship leader today is Kati LeTourneau. We especially want to welcome our visitors this morning and hope you'll stay for coffee after the service. And if you haven't already, stop by the welcome table at the front door and let us know how we can stay in touch with you. You here in this room, we welcome you. You on Love Streamed YouTube, we welcome you. However you made your way among us this morning, we welcome you. Let us pause to enter into this time together as we connect again with one another, with the holy by any name, and the light of love within us all as we breathe into our time together. In this congregation, it is our mission to nurture our spirits, to love intentionally, and to create a just and healthy planet in our enduring search for truth, meaning, and faith. What we share here is not an unchanging dogma, but an affirmation that we are called to be agents of love and justice, and to build a world where everyone is cherished for who they are. River of Grass is an unapologetically progressive home for seekers of truth boldly told, love freely given, hope never failing, answering the call for peace and justice for all living things and the earth. Our congregation was intentionally named to lift up the place where we reside, the life-giving Florida Everglades, ancestral lands of the Tequesta and Calusa people whose memory we honor. The Miccosukee tribe of Florida and the Seminole tribe of Florida are the present-day stewards of these ancestral lands. May we strive to live by their example. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas gave the poetic name River of Grass to the Everglades, and we honor her legacy by continuing to use that name. We open wide our doors and our hearts to you as you are, as we come together on this journey of transformation for ourselves and for our world. May our sacred time together today be one of caring, courage, transformation, and a call to action.
Our call to worship this morning is Justice is Our Prayer by Rebecca Savage. We gather together today with sacred intention to declare that justice is our prayer. We affirm in covenant with the beloved community that it is possible. Not here, not quite yet. The seeds have been planted time and again, and we remember all those who went before us who made beloved community a dream that could be realized. Justice is our prayer. May our time of worship and service together continue to water the budding trees of our diverse interdependence. May our time of worship give air and nourishment to the parts of our collective spirits that need to grow and thrive, that embrace equity as a known way of being. Justice is our prayer. We affirm in covenant with the beloved community that is possible. May it be so. Our opening music this morning is hymn number 6 in the Gray Hymnal, Just As Long As I Have Breath. Are we video or sing? Both.
Yes.
All right. So please rise in body or spirit and join us in singing together.
Thanks to the library created during COVID, we'll be singing with ourselves. Just as long as I have breath, I must answer yes to life. Though with me I made my way, still with hope I meet each day. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to life. Just as long as vision lasts, I must answer yes to truth. In my dream and in my dark, always that elusive spark. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to truth. Just as long as my heart beats, I must answer yes to love. Disappointment pierced me through, still I kept on loving you. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to love. Tell them I said yes to love.
The flaming chalice is the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist tradition, a beacon of religious liberty shining through the generations, now ours to hold high. Chalice lighter Ali will light our chalice for us this morning. Let us join our voices together with these words by Martha Kirby Capo. Let this purest of flames kindle in each of our hearts a pledge to justice, a commitment to freedom, and a reverent awe for the crystalline glories that sparkle along our footpaths. In the light of love, let us renew our covenant as we say together, love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. El amor es el espíritu de esta congregación y el servicio su ley principal. Esa es nuestra gran promesa, vivir juntos en paz, buscar la verdad a través del amor y ayudarnos mutuamente. Our wisdom story this morning is A is for Activist by Inosanto Nagara. It is read by Kati LeTourneau.
I just wanted to go back to my feeling like a child today. A is for activist, advocate, abolitionist, ally, actively answering a call to action. Are you an activist? B is for banner, bobbing in the sky, billowing in the breeze, because you're not shy. C is for co-op, cooperating cultures, creative counter to corporate vultures. Oh, and cats. Can you find the cats? D, little d democracy. More than voting, you'll agree. Dictators detest it. Donkeys don't get it. But you and me, we demand equality. Equal rights, black, brown, or white. Clean and healthy is a right. Every place we live and play, environmental justice is the way. F is for feminist, for fairness in our pay, for freedom to flourish and choose our own way. G is for grassroots, sprouting from below, sharing nutrients and the water's flow. Below the surface, we're all connected, stronger together we grow. H is for healthy food, a human right, honeydew, jicama, and nature's delight. Hummus, hot dogs, Havarti cheese. Hot dogs? Yes, healthy hot dogs, please. And pizza. Indigenous and immigrant, together we stand tall. Our histories are relevant. An injury to one is an injury to all. J is for justice. Yay for justice. Jia Jing Jang Juanita Hamal, justice for the janitors, justicia for all. Kings are fine for story time. Knights are fun to play. But when we make decisions, we will choose the people's way. LGBTQ, love who you choose, 'cause love is true. Liberate your notions of limited emotions. Celebrate with pride our links of devotion. Megaphones marching, movimiento, music. Hip hip hooray, it must be May Day. N is for no, 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 no. Yes to what we want, no to what must go. No, no, no. Open minds operate best. Critical thinking over tests. Wisdom can't be memorized. Educate, agitate, organize. Peace march. Protest. Pow, power to the people. Q is for question, questioning coercion, querying qualities, counter false assertions. Radical Reds, the headline said. Ruinous rioters, the rumors spread. Rabble-rousing riffraff? Really? S is for sun, sol, solar, superstar, stellar power, fuels all life, not just flowers. Energized homes, cars, and showers. Silly, selfish scoundrels sucking on dinosaur sludge? Boo, hiss. T is for trans, for trains, tiaras, tulips, tractors, and tigers too. Trust in the true, that he, she, they, that is you. U is for weekends, U for workers' rights. Wait, that's not U, that's W. U is for union, yes. V is for Vox. What did you say, Fox? No, I said Vox. Did you say box? No. Vox. Rocks, blocks, socks? Vox. Vox of the people, voice of the populi. Better go see the letter D. Wondrous world, wondrous we cannot be whole, we cannot be free, unless we delight in diversity. X is for Malcolm, as in Malcolm X. History's lessons can be complex. Remember Parks, remember King, remember Malcolm, and let freedom ring. Y is for you and youth, your planet, your rights, your future, your truth. Y is for yes, 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 yes. And Z is for Zapatista, of course.
And now let's sing our children and youth to their classes. Let's sing ourselves to class. We love you and bless you and send you on your way. We love you and bless you day and every day. We sustain and strengthen this beloved community and its work in our world through the gifts of our time, our skills, our love, and our money. Each Sunday, 50% of our undesignated offerings go to LifeNet for Families, which provides meals, clothing, and support for those in need right here in Broward County. The remainder supports our mission and ministry at River of Grass. Ushers, please come forward to receive the offering. Scan the QR code or text the number on the screen to donate. You can also find several ways to give on the donate page on our website at riverofgrassuu.org. Thank you for these generous gifts. Our deepening hymn today, Spirit of Life, is number 123 in the Gray Hymnal, with words by Carolyn McDade and lyrics in Spanish by Irvin Barrios. Please rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing together. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Fuente de amor, ven hacia mí y al corazón cántale con pasión. Sopla al volar, sube en la mar, hasta moldear la justicia de la vida. Arraigame, libérame, fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven a mí.
We lift these things spoken and unspoken, written and unwritten, asking that our hearts be seen even as we become seers of hearts, that we may serve one another and those beyond our walls with love and thankfulness today and every day. Amen, amen, amin, aho, ashe, namaste, blessed be, and so it is. Let's sing our musical response. I can do it. Sure, okay. It's number 371 in the Great Hymnal. From all that dwell below the skies, let songs of hope and faith arise. Let peace, goodwill on earth be sung, through every land, by every tongue. Amen. Something new every day. Each week at River of Grass, to better know ourselves and our faith as Unitarian Universalists, we consider those among us who made history and those who are making history as we speak. Our heritage this morning is Margaret Fuller. Margaret Fuller was a journalist, editor, and women's rights advocate who broke into the male-dominated press by not asking permission and proving herself indispensable. In 1844, she became the first woman on the staff of a major U.S. newspaper and later became the first American woman foreign correspondent. Her book, Woman in the 19th Century, was considered the first major feminist work published in the United States. She argued that women deserved not just rights, but full intellectual and moral lives on our own terms. One of the organizations in my field, the Fuller Project, carries forward her legacy of fierce values-aligned independent journalism. She was deeply grounded in an ethic of both autonomy and reproductive justice before that term was coined. She cared for a neighbor who was dying from self-induced abortion, which was way less safe back then than it is now. She also argued for gender fluidity, that there was room between the stark binaries of man and woman. Both of those genders sit within all of us, shifting balance in different ways. Today's hope goes beyond one person. I'm sharing two organizations with ties to UU. First, Sacred is the spiritual alliance of communities for reproductive dignity. I met their executive director, Reverend Letitia James, at a conference in Kenya when she spoke powerfully to the room about centering reproductive justice in our collective movement. Sacred is a national alliance of multiracial, multi-faith, multi-ethnic, mixed gender and sexual identity religious leaders, congregations, movement organizations, activists, academics, and directly impacted communities. Sacred works to advance reproductive justice through congregational education, culture change, community building, and direct service. They were founded by an array of different faith communities, collectives, and churches, including the Michigan Unitarian Universalist Social Justice Network. I'm collaborating with them both in preparing for today, but also with my job. You can learn more at their website, and there are materials and stickers in the back as you're going after service. You can take cards, stickers, things like that. The second is Inroads. Inroads is a global feminist hub and community of practice dedicated to nurturing abortion justice movements and to dismantle abortion stigma and its discriminatory and harmful outcomes. Its deep tie to the UU world is me. I'm a founder and currently co-executive director, and we are the global home for the abortion justice community, and we support, resource, and connect people at the heart of abortion justice movements. We are working towards a world where people can access abortion and all aspects of reproductive health care with dignity, care, and free from stigma and discrimination. So you can learn more about us. There are also stickers back there. You can go to our website, makeinroads.org. You can learn and donate, and I promise to bring some new materials back from my next trip. Everyone loves someone who has had an abortion. Everyone loves someone who has had an abortion or abortions. Look around the sanctuary. Nearly 1 in 4 women in this country will have an abortion before the age of 45. That figure doesn't even include all of the trans men, non-binary people, and others who can get pregnant, who also make this decision every day. That means in this room, in your family, at your workplace, among your dearest friends, someone you love has had an abortion. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was your mother, your sister, your best friend from college, the person sitting 2 rows away from you right now. Maybe you don't know because they've never felt safe enough to tell you or tell anyone. And that's the point. Abortion is not a political abstraction that happens to other people, to strangers, to statistics, in a chart or a graph. It's woven into the actual fabric of the people we love. And yet, we have built a culture where so many carry that experience in silence, not because it was wrong, but because we have taught them, and us, generation after generation, that it should be secret. Everybody loves someone who has had an abortion. My friend Renee Bracey Sherman coined this phrase, you'll hear it a lot today, when she worked at the National Network of Abortion Funds, and she's carried this message forward when she founded the political storytelling organization We Testify, and she co-wrote an amazing book called Liberating Abortion. For over a decade, she's organized to put people who have abortions at the center of their own stories rather than leaving that storytelling to politicians. I mention her work both to honor the power of this simple statement, everyone loves someone who's had an abortion, and also to ground us in this concept, both radical and simple, that the people closest to an experience are the ones best equipped to tell us what justice actually requires. Everything I want to share with you this morning is framed with that, and I want to joyfully honor the generations of reproductive justice organizers, particularly women of color, who built the framework we'll explore together. So today we're going to explore reproductive justice, we're going to explore joy, we're going to explore stigma, and we're going to explore dancing together. So, many of us grew up with the language of choice, pro-choice, freedom of choice, my body, my choice. That language did really important work for a long time, and it's not wrong, but it's not enough. In the summer of 1994, a group of black women gathered in Chicago on their way to an international conference on population and development in Cairo. They named something that choice language never fully captured. They recognized that a movement built primarily by and for middle-class white women in the global north could not by itself represent the full range of what reproductive freedom required for women of color, for immigrants, for disabled people, for poor people, for working-class families. 3 years later, that gathering became Sister Song, the Women of Color Reproductive Justice Collective, and the framework they built is now the one that the Unitarian Universalist Association has adopted as a guiding light. It's also at the center of the 2 organizations that I shared as our hope, both Sacred and Inroads. Sister Song defines reproductive justice as the human right to maintain personal bodily autonomy, to have children, to not have children, and to parent the children we already have in safe and sustainable communities. Notice how much bigger that is than choice. It's not just about whether abortion is legal. It's not just about abortion at all. It's about whether a young mother has clean water and safe housing to raise the child she wants. It's about whether a family can parent without fear of an immigration raid, a caseworker, a police officer taking their children away. It's about whether a disabled person can access reproductive health care that too often ignores them entirely. It's about whether black birthing people who die from pregnancy-related causes in this country at dramatically higher rates than white birthing people can trust that their lives matter to the systems meant to care for them. Reproductive justice doesn't ask, is this legal? But is this actually possible? And it considers these foundational rights for everyone, not only for those with money, documentation, privilege. Our own faith tradition has walked alongside this movement for a long time. UU supported the Roe decision back in 1973, and in 2015, I think, you can check my dates, I did some research, delegates at the General Assembly adopted the Statement of Conscience on Reproductive Justice, formally embracing this human rights framework as central to our religious witness. That statement doesn't treat reproductive justice as a side issue we tolerate because it's politically fashionable. Our commitment is rooted in the first and fifth principles, the inherent worth and dignity of every person, and the right of conscience. We name explicitly that we must follow the lead of those most affected, especially women of color, rather than assuming we already know what justice requires. We're called to listen with compassion. We are called to avoid victim-blaming language. We're called to see reproductive oppression as connected to racism, classism, ableism, and every other system that decides whose bodies and whose families are allowed to flourish. This is not incidental to our faith. It flows directly from what we say and what we sing that we believe. I know it's strange that I'm an atheist up here talking about our collective faith. I might be an atheist, but I've been a collectivist for a long time. And I truly believe that every person carries inherent worth, that we are bound to one another in an interdependent web of existence, and that love, not law, not shame, not political power or convenience, love is the measure by which we ought to organize our common life. So if reproductive justice tells us what the world should look like, we have to be honest about what stands in our way. And one of the most powerful and least visible obstacles is stigma. So I'm going to get a little academic here. Okay. Researchers and advocacy groups working in this space have spent years mapping how abortion stigma actually functions. And so understanding this machinery is the first step towards dismantling it. This is my professional work, so I'm going to include a lot of I and we in this section. And our work understands that stigma operates at several interlocking levels at once. There's the individual level, internalized stigma, the shame a person carries privately, even when they've made a decision they believe was right for them, because they've absorbed a lifetime of messages that this experience marks them as somehow lesser, sinful, or in need of forgiveness. There's interpersonal stigma. It is not on the model, but it cuts across all levels here. It's the fear of what a partner or a parent or a pastor or a friend might think or say, which is precisely why so many people who love us have never told us their story. Silence in this context isn't evidence that abortion is rare or shameful. It's evidence that we've made it unsafe to speak. There's community and institutional stigma. That's the ways that workplaces, schools, healthcare systems, congregations can make a person feel that this is not a topic to be spoken aloud in polite company, reinforcing isolation exactly when connection is needed most. And there's structural stigma, the laws, restrictions, waiting periods, clinic closures, criminalization efforts that codify shame into policy, making it harder and harder to access abortion, particularly for people who are already poor, rural, young, undocumented, or living with disabilities. Stigma then gets amplified up each of these levels and augmented at the mass media and cultural level. What kinds of abortion stories are told in movies, songs, television, news? How many stories about abortion in a newspaper have you seen the picture of just a 9-month pregnant belly? Her humanity is stripped. Her pregnancy is there. And almost nobody has an abortion at that stage. Almost. This all shapes the cultural norms about abortion, and the mass media and cultural norms from the United States in particularly have pervasive and invasive power all over the world. So these levels reinforce one another as a social process. A person who has internalized shame is less likely to speak up when a law threatens their access. A community that stays silent allows harmful policy to pass unchallenged. How many times did we hear during Trump's first term that Roe would never fall? That's because people weren't talking about their own abortion experiences, the already strong barriers that existed to access abortion before Roe fell. They and we as a culture treated it like a hypothetical political wedge issue. Global health researchers have described abortion stigma as a kind of a marca stigmata, which is a deeply religious construct. It's a way of designating people who have abortions as somehow failing to live up to an idealized version of womanhood or motherhood, even though abortion is one of the most common reproductive experiences in the world. That mark isn't natural or inevitable. It was constructed over time through culture, religion, law, and rhetoric. And what has been constructed can be deconstructed. This is where I think our UU tradition has something distinct and powerful to offer, because so much of the shame around abortion has been built and reinforced through religious language, through the idea that God or sin or morality demands silence and self-punishment. As UUs, we get to say something different. We get to say that our theology does not require shame as the price of bodily autonomy. We get to say that a decision made with care, in consultation with our own conscience, deserves support rather than judgment. We get to say that our love for one another does not shift or change when someone experiences a pregnancy they don't want or can't continue, or when someone has an abortion. This is not a small thing to offer people who have spent years bracing for condemnation every time the subject comes up. So where does that leave us? I don't think the antidote to stigma is a better argument. I don't think we're going to out-debate shame. I think the antidote to stigma is love. Ordinary, unglamorous, daily love, practiced in a way that makes silence unnecessary. That starts with something as simple as how we talk. When someone in your life discloses they've had an abortion, the most powerful thing you can offer isn't a philosophical position. It's just presence. It's thank you for telling me. It's refusing to require justification before you offer compassion. My friend Renee's work and my work with storytellers exists because storytelling, ordinary people saying this happened to me and I'm still here and I'm not ashamed, has proven to be one of the most effective tools we have for dismantling stigma at every one of those levels I just described. Every time someone tells their story and is met with love instead of judgment, the mark of shame gets a little lighter. Not just for them, but for anyone listening who has been carrying a story of their own in silence. And every time someone who holds unexamined stigma hears an abortion story from someone they love, it shifts their understanding of how broad, diverse, and human the experience of abortion is. That's what solidarity looks like at the individual level. But reproductive justice, remember, asks us to think structurally, too. Solidarity means supporting abortion funds that help people afford care and travel when their home state has closed every clinic or banned abortion after 6 weeks. It means showing up for the reproductive justice organizations led by women of color who built this framework in the first place and following their and our lead, rather than assuming that our congregation or our group knows best. It means advocating not only for legal abortion access, but for the full picture reproductive justice demands: paid family leave, maternal health equity, disability accessible care, immigrant families' right to stay together, and communities safe enough and resourced enough that every person can decide freely whether, how, and when to become a parent. In my work around the world, we have a saying that the best abortion law is no abortion law, because most laws that are designed to protect some abortions end up stigmatizing and marginalizing people who have different kinds of abortions. I know that we're all concerned with what the messy and unjust laws are in our country and in our state. I can tell you from my work that people across borders that are grounding love at the center of the approach to justice, it means we find ways to have and help people have abortions, no matter what the law is. And if you have specific questions about that, I'm going to talk about it when we're not on the internet. Bringing this back to the personal, this also means tending our own house. It means making sure that when someone discloses an abortion in this congregation, in a small group, in pastoral care, they encounter the same unconditional welcome we claim to offer everyone else who walks through these doors. And I don't doubt that that's true here. Our statement of conscience calls us to listen with compassion, to avoid victim-blaming language, and that's a discipline, not a slogan. It shows up in the sermons we preach, the classes we teach our youth, the language we use around dinner tables. I also want to talk about joy. I mean, I'm sure you've heard about those feminists with no sense of humor. I've been called that. But this movement for justice works best when we are joyful and we play. I have colleagues around the world who have, when they're helping people access abortions, Friday night abortion parties, who design and make abortion medicines that taste good and are easy to distribute. We have room for tragedy. There's tragedy in every experience. But the current movement for reproductive and abortion justice is full of joyful and celebratory people, and it's essential to make space for joy for people who are having abortions, for people who are helping other people have abortions, for providing abortions, and convincing the rest of y'all that abortion is essential. So I began this morning by reminding you that everybody loves somebody who's had an abortion. Everyone loves someone who's had an abortion. I want to end by reminding you why that fact matters so much. It means this issue was never really about them, other people who are not us, having abortions or debating policy. It is and always has been us. About the people sitting in the sanctuary, about our mothers, our children, our friends, ourselves, the people in our workplaces, the people in our schools, the people in our friend groups. A just world, free of abortion stigma and discrimination, isn't going to be built primarily through winning arguments or passing the perfect law. Though laws matter and policy matters, and we should absolutely keep fighting for both. The most durable I have some closing music that I want us to close with unabashed and slightly sacrilegious joy. It's called Thank God for Abortion. It's written and performed by artist and activist and member of Inroads, Viva Ruiz. It's about how blessed we are to have both God and abortion. It's loud, it's fun, and it's a whole vibe. You ready? Okay.
sovereignty, abortion rights safe and free, legal, safe and free, legal, safe and free, legal, safe and free, legal, safe and free.
Too many worry about the pot I piss in, the way I'm living, but never give a damn about giving they all opinions. So how I'm winning, telling a person they ain't got a choice, as if I knew or understood the truth in voice. It's pretty simple, ain't it? Your body, your rules. How is it that we live in a new school with some old fools? Rights are only given if the money plays a favor. Time to wake the fuck up, change their behavior.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. The power of Christ compels me. You don't speak for me, I speak for me. Who can tell me what we need to be free? No misogyny, no trans misogyny. We got a right to self-identity.
Can't nobody ever tell me that a person's rights is ever not worth a moment to stand and fight. You don't have to like, but you must respect. Live the way that you truly know that you are blessed. Yes.
Somos milagros de la vida. Al fascismo despedida. Autonomía para mí, para ti, para mí, para ti. Aborto seguro es compasión. Ni estado ni religión tiene derecho de bloquear esta opción. Stop torture of women. Get with it. Stop anti-trans violence. Get with it. We need all of your power. Get with it. Join with our power. Get with it. Pass the mic to the front lines. Get with it. Who we hearing from the most? Get with it. As brown and black people. Get with it. We're working class people. Get with it. Fascist politicians. Get with it. Christian fundamentalists. Get with it. All the white feminists. Get with it. Spiritual people. Get with it. Non-spiritual people. Get with it. Creepy racist liberals. Get with it. And the machistas. Get with it. We need everybody in this. So get with it. Who you think you're talking to? It's about me, not you. Why you still squawking, boo? We ain't got the time for you. It's about my body. Get yourself out of me. We demand sovereignty. Abortion rights safe and free. Legal, safe and free. Legal, safe and free. Legal, safe and free. Legal, safe and free.
So we dance when we do our work. That was the dance party we had at the close of the conference I was just in at Kenya. So I was like, we have to do this. If we can make all of the doctors and policymakers who work in health ministries around the world, we can listen and watch that here. All right, our closing words today are from Darcy Roke, R-O-A-K-E. Is that how you say it? Okay. There is too much hardship in this world to not find joy every day. There is too much injustice in this world to not right the balance every day. There is too much pain in this world to not heal every day. Each of us ministers to a weary world. Let us go forth now and do that which calls us to make this world more loving, more compassionate, and more filled with the grace of divine presence every day. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of transformation. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
At River of Grass, we offer many ways to live our Unitarian Universalist faith in action. You'll find them in our weekly email, our Facebook page and website, riverofgrassuu.org. Here are some upcoming opportunities to fulfill the mission and vision of this congregation and other announcements for the life of this beloved community. It is with great joy that the Board of Trustees announces that Reverend Nick Sanchez and his family are settling into their new home. Check your weekly newsletter to discover more about him. During this month, Rev Nick has been meeting with River of Grass folks to get to know his new congregation and to develop plans for the congregational year. Currently, we expect him to lead his first worship service on September 6th, but who knows? He might be ready to preach sooner than that. Stay tuned. In our final month of lay-led services, we've lined up some spectacular services. Next Sunday is Meeting the Moment Dialectically, Why Balance Matters. I'll be leading that discussion. On August 23rd is a call to social justice with our justice seekers, Bianna Bresnahan, Susan Scatch-Bejerano, Keshi Maurer, and Theo Lucas will be leading that. Finally, on August 30th, we may have a surprise. While many of us are on vacation and enjoying summer fun, the River still has folks at our Sunday services. Our hospitality team would like to still offer savory items, fruits or vegetables, as well as the usual coffee and cookies and sweets. Can you volunteer to bring something? If so, please sign up in the hospitality area or contact Ellie Keene. Our annual auction will be Saturday, December 5th. Our experienced Kathy Jens Rackow will lead it again. Folks, yeah, thanks for stepping up, Kathy. Folks are needed to join the fun team to make this happen. It takes a village to pull off an auction. See Kathy after service or email her at kjensrackow@gmail.com. That is our announcements for this week. Please stick around and enjoy some coffee, snacks, and fellowship the River Way. In these changing times,
let us be all the more vigilant to hold before us a vision of our world transformed and dare to transform ourselves to make it so. Until we meet again, shine on.